Hey, Abbi J here, and today in this video I am sharing with you the 5 things that can be holding you back from your success. Now, I get that there can be a lot of things holding us back from achieving our goals, from being shy, to not wanting to put ourselves out here, but these 5 things that I've narrowed down for you are the most common complaints that I've heard about people who are struggling to achieve their goals. And I think you'll be shocked, the last one is the biggest kicker for all of us millennials. So keep watching this video and see which of these 5 things you'll need to get out of your life if you want to make this year your best year ever. So let's get going. The first thing that we need to make sure that we are getting out of our lives is consistently sleeping in. Now, I want to clarify here that it's okay to sleep in every now and then, especially on vacations when you're giving yourself a break after you work super hard. But to be sleeping in day after day, you are missing the most valuable part of your day, which is the morning. Our mornings are when we can be undisturbed and when we can get stuff done. So if you are consistently sleeping in, you're setting your day to be just a little bit off, and you are robbing yourself of the time that you need to truly make a difference in your life. The second thing that we need to make sure we are rooting out of our lives is criticism. Criticizing ourselves particularly. I have always struggled with this one. In our society, it's so natural to criticize ourselves, and it's almost welcome. We feel like, oh, if we want to be really humble and really awesome, we're going to criticize ourselves, and we're never as great as we think we are. Well, you know what? That is holding you back. We are what we think about constantly every day, and when we consistently have these negative thoughts about ourselves and what we're trying to accomplish, then we're our own worst enemy and we're holding ourselves back. So practice the art of when you have a negative thought pop in your head of, man, you can't do that, you're never going to accomplish that, you look so silly. Well, replace it with a positive thought. The third thing that a lot of people are failing to do that really holds them back is failing to plan your day. This is huge, and this should take place at the very least the night before the next day, that you have planned out your day and what you're going to accomplish. Why this is so important is because if we don't really take hold of our days and hold of our lives and determine what we find to be important and what we find to be very relevant to our success and what we need to accomplish in the day, other things, other good things that might not be the best thing for us will steal our time and fill our days if we let it. So when you have a planned schedule of what you're going to accomplish, and this doesn't have to be every minute of every day, but just the general idea of I need to accomplish these 4 things, well, then you're going to be way more likely to accomplish those things and move yourself forward instead of thinking to yourself, oh man, I wanted to do something today, but I can't remember, and we remember it right before we're going to go to bed, and it's too late. So make sure you're taking the time the day before at least to plan out your day. The 4th thing that we need to be sure that we are very conscious of and aware of is when we ignore our bodies. Now, I get that sacrificing our sleep, sacrificing some of our time or some of the time that we take to, really take care of ourselves and take a minute and take a break, we kind of throw that out the window when we're thinking about our goals and we're really trying to push for like a tight deadline or something. And that's okay every now and then, but to be consistently ignoring your body and ignoring that you're so tired and that you're so stressed and that you just physically can't go on is a really bad sign, because if we don't take time now to take care of our bodies, to eat right, to give ourselves the rest that we need, to take that moment and have a break. You've been pushing so hard. It's fine to take a day that's a lazy day, but do not ignore your body, because your body will force you to take time by getting sick, by hurting yourself, by emotionally not being well. Make sure that you are listening to all parts of your body, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, and that you are feeling rejuvenated. And if you need to, take a moment and refuel that fuel. And the last thing that we need to stop doing is checking our phones so often. Now, I know, ow, it hurts. It hurts to hear that one, especially as a millennial. But when we are consistently checking our phones, we're being distracted. Now, I'm not saying that our phone, social media, or anything like that is an evil. Actually, it's a wonderful part of our society if we use it right. But when we are consistently, not present with people because we're on our phones, or we miss class because we're checking our phone. We might be physically in the class, but our mind's on Facebook. Our mind's somewhere way else thinking about what our friends are doing. Then we're missing so much of what's around us and we're getting distracted from our goals. So give this video a nice thumbs up. Of course, subscribe to my channel because I have videos every single week about the things that you need to know to have the cutting edge on how you are going to achieve your amazing goals.